So, hello and welcome to F1 2019. So, what we're going to do today is do a bit of a career mode playthrough. So, we're starting it here. We're going to start in our career. I've had a little bit of a played a couple of races in the F2 cars and a couple of races in the F1 cars, so I've got a kind of idea what to kind of expect. But we're going to try the career mode and see what happens, and I'll bring you along for the ride. I'm probably going to keep the cuts and edits to a minimum, so you get a full-on idea of what to expect, and we'll learn together. We'll skip this section. Right, so first of all we need to choose our car. So there's quite a few different ones. The one I'm going to choose is going to be this one, and that's because they're sponsored by KFC, and I'm fairly hungry right now. So Drive Academy, I'm unsure which team we're going to go with in if and when we get promoted to F1, so we're going to stick with a neutral one. Right, settings wise, we're going to do full qualifying, no formation lap because I found those a bit of a pain in the ass. 25% race distance, we'll up the difficulty a bit. We're going to go to 95 at this point, we can always up it later. We're going to leave flashbacks on just because it makes it a little bit easier when you make a small tiny mistake, which is really easy in these cars, especially with how complicated they are. We'll turn on safety cars, normal limit on there. I'm going to leave ABS on just because I'm still learning, and we're going to leave the racing line on just because, again, with this you don't get much time to practice. I don't want to make mistakes because I just don't know the tracks, I don't know the cars. I haven't played F1 since I did the beta for the F1 games on PS4 in 2016 and 2015, the closed beta, but I was using a controller back then, so let's try and get used to it a little bit more now. So let's see how this goes.
Kramer's new driver really commanding the race here.
So, looks like we're in kind of some kind of scenarios. See, KFC on the front of the car, liking that. And this is our rival, our enemy. It reminds me a lot of the Toga race drivers when you used to have what was the name? You played as Ryan McCain, but I can't remember what the name of the bad guy was. So it's gonna be interesting. So it looks like we lost some power. Apparently down on.
Looks like an issue with the turbo. You've lost some
okay,
speed
down on turbo power.
But you're very close to the finish. You can still compete and get some points here. Don't give up. Just do the best you can.
Not in control yet, so we're just waiting. I do like the F2 cars. I think they're good fun and they're keeping things simple, which I like. At times I think F1 cars are a little bit too overly complicated. So now we've got control. Ooh, losing the rear end there.
And wants to get past. Repeat, Lucas wants to pass you.
So teammate wants to get past. One thing I don't like about the F2 cars is, even though we've got rid of the halo, we've got this like fork in the middle.
Again, your teammate wants to pass you. I know you don't want to drop a position, but without your turbo, he's the best one to challenge for points further up the field.
So it sounds like
Lucas up, you could be denying the team points.
Asking me to let my teammate through. I'm just going to hold my line down here. He's got the speed. Go around.
That's great.
Oh.
Lucas can push on now.
Got past us and then cocked it up into the turn one.
We're asking again. Please let Lucas pass.
I let Lucas pass, but he
to make a challenge.
stuffed it up into the corner. Not my fault for that. I don't know how close people are behind us. Ideally, if he's got doesn't have an issue with his turbo like we have, he should be flying past us. Wow, it looks like he got us now because of our mistake. You definitely have to be quite careful on the throttle round here in these kind of cars. First and second will definitely light up the rear of the car. Oh, almost went in too deep there. I think that's where the turbo power is kicking in. So how far is somebody behind? Got a second to Makalov, 1.2 seconds. Right, so what, we've got 2 laps left. Let's see if we can just hold him off. Come on, power. Car does feel a little bit lazy. Still learning the gears there. You can see I went down to second, probably a bit too low for that corner there. Teammates definitely not getting away though, so that's a good sign. Oh, nearly over rotated it there. Starting to pull away now. Could do with seeing where. Oh, too deep. Right, Markelov's going to be on us now. Yeah, we can see him in our rear view mirror. That's one thing that I do like about the F2 cars over the F1 cars, is from the default view you can use the rear view mirrors. Like right now, we're not doing any funky field of views or anything like that, and we can see, well, apart from the rear wing, we can see behind us. But in all the F1 cars, the wing mirrors is too far out to the outboard of the car, and we cannot see anything behind you. Right, is this the final lap? Yeah, final lap.
P6, we have P6. Lucas ahead. Okay, gap ahead is 3.5 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Markelov is behind you. The gap is less than a second. They're on old mediums. Our gap to first
He lost
place
the rear end then.
13.5 seconds. This is your final lap. Final lap of the race.
Come on, final lap. We can hold this together. Does feel a little bit like the Super Formula cars in Gran Turismo, but what I would say is probably a bit more feel through the steering wheel in Gran Turismo than the Super Formula cars. Like, it does feel a bit like these cars are floating. Oh, right, we're going to use a flashback there. Yeah, these cars feel like they're kind of floating. They don't quite feel like they're in the tarmac, like being pressed into the tarmac. Whereas in Gran Turismo Sport, the Super Formula cars, I find, really feel like, especially when as you start to increase the speed, you can really feel like this car is being pushed into the ground. I think with these as well, when you start to get a bit of wheel spin, say off the standing start, it doesn't feel like you are. You're more seeing that you are, rather than feeling like you're getting wheel spin. Right, let's hold him off. There we go, just about held him off.
Well done, good finish. You stepped up and achieved what we asked.
Okay.
Good job.
So we let our teammate through. It looked like you can see how much faster than us than he was, but we didn't lose any positions after that.
So another fantastic victory for Dams today.
So these scenes seem to be fairly generic, but with the different people. So looks like our rival won.
What them the race was their ability to adapt. At every point, they delivered what was needed. They were calm and steady when they needed
Let's
to.
skip that
And I
section
can
there.
see our drivers making their way
Yeah,
out
Devon
now.
coming
It's
out
been a
onto the
sublime
podium.
team performance.
I think that's
It's the
Norris there in
culmination
third.
of a lot of hard work. Dams are your winners today.
Yeah, he's got a very punchable face, it has to be said.
So then, it's time to see how this result affects
So
the
fastest
drivers.
lap, yeah, we're
It's a
2
good
seconds a
result
lap
for
off
Devon
it. So
Butler,
what
who
can we
moves
do?
further
Down the
ahead
power.
at the top of the table. Now then, Davide Valsecchi, who would you say was your
Oh, who's driver of the day?
Well, after a drive like that, it's got to be Alessio Lorandi. Very clean, very smooth. It can be really pleased with.
Thanks, man.
And here's how things
Sounds
are
like they got
shaping up
the
in
proper
teams
people to do
championship.
the commentary, which is a nice touch. I know they have for the Formula 1, but being F2, they could have just shoehorned the same
you are.
sounds in, but they didn't.
That was an exciting race.
Who are you?
Definitely got people talking about you, which means I was able to secure a quick interview.
Okay, so you're like the my manager.
Okay, we're all set over here. Just a minute.
Wow,
Remember,
you look
anything you say to the
aggressive.
press can go very, very
That's the
public.
person that you don't want to piss
So,
off.
Be relaxed, but also be conscious of what you're saying and how it might come across to other people, okay?
Right away.
I think we're ready.
Great.
Right, let's see if we can cock up this interview.
So Emma keeps telling me you're the one to watch this season. If that's true, you'll be doing plenty of these.
Okay.
Just remember, be yourself. And the more you can give me, the better this will go. Right,
Okay.
stand here. Turn a little this way for me. Perfect.
Wow,
Ready?
cameraman looks
An
miserable.
exciting race today. Let's get your perspective.
Okay, let's listen up. You and Lucas,
So you and Lucas are new
how are
to
you
the
settling
team.
in?
How are you settling in?
Yeah, I'm settling in well. I've only done a few
Okay,
laps.
So how did you feel about being ordered to give up the position to Lucas?
Yeah, I think there's no reason to hold him up.
Great. Well, that's everything.
Oh, is that it? Okay then. 2 questions. Job's done. Oh, so now we're in the pit lane.
I know.
Hey, KFC brother.
But it was the right choice. It was good driving. Yeah, that's how.
So this is my teammate, and that's
Just
the
good, not great.
rival.
1 in 6. 1 in 6 makes the leap to F1. The other 5 are still watching their less talented teammates collect all their points.
Oh,
Shame, really. A lot of great drivers never get their chance because they do it all for the team.
Those teams got us.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but it's the drivers that take the risk. We should get the rewards.
Yeah, and I think as a team we should all get the best result.
That's how winners think.
And remind me, how many F1 races have you?
Yeah, exactly.
Watch this space. At the end of this
That face
championship,
just
I'll be
wants
the
to
one
smack.
lifting the trophy, and I won't use my teammates to nick the podium.
Okay, I'm out. You believe what you want, Devon, but it's still early days.
He's either very clever or you're just a pushover.
Get off.
You really think if the situation was reversed, he'd do the same for you?
Well, yeah, that's why I did
You
it.
want to start looking out for yourself. No one else will.
2 seconds a lap faster than me. There's no point in holding him up for that. So 6th point was a low point when an aggressive move from Devon Butler resulted in contact. So it's my career, but so far I've done 4 laps, and we're already in the 6th race. That's a bit weird for me. Doesn't make it feel so much my career. So we're A1 ring, or Red Bull ring, whatever it's called nowadays. So I'm ahead. Turn 2, which way is he going? So he's sending it down the inside. Get the move done. Running wide. I come back at him. So okay so far.
Look at them go!
Shift lights are actually flashing on my steering wheel as we're going down through this. So he goes around the outside, gets the move done, but then goes too deep again. And oh, okay. So he chops us off. So that message was talking about what's happening in the future. That's a bit weird, but and didn't give me enough time to read it all anyway. So we're coming in for a new nose. KFC. Loving the KFC. Okay. So, oh, looks like we're going to be racing.
Don't give up. You're still in this race.
Yeah, I'm still in it, but my pit stopped down now. Right, so down to 11th.
Okay, the stewards have awarded Devon a penalty. Push on.
Damn straight you should get a penalty.
You can still beat him.
Beat him. He's got a penalty. I had to cruise round half a lap with no front wing and then get a new one fitted. Don't see how that will work.
Devon is coming in for a stop.
Whoa. I have to say, from my practice, these cars, well, F1 2019 does not like you riding curbs.
Devon's currently in 6th place, P6.
Right, we're catching this dude ahead.
You have 11th place, Makino just ahead. Push for the position. Our gap to the car in front is 2.6 seconds. They're on old softs. Delatraz is behind you.
Ran a bit
Our
wide
gap
there.
is 2.8 seconds. They're on old softs. The gap to the leader is
31 seconds to the leader. Oh, we ain't making that up.
See these tyres through to the end now. 3.2
Ah,
seconds.
gone too deep into there as well. Ah, let's go back and do that again. So yeah, I will try and keep use of flashbacks to a minimum, but I suppose.
Devon sat in P8.
It's one thing that I'm still struggling with is getting a smooth acceleration out of really slow corners. So he's in P8 and we're in P11. And then a bit too deep there, lost a bit of time. There we go. Right, that's what I'm Makino.
3 places ahead of you right now.
So can we close up on him? There we go. Yeah. Come on. DRS. There we go. Forgot which button was DRS then. There we go. There's DRS beep. We'll get that open. Yeah, F2 cars. One thing that I really like about them, only 6 gears. F1 with their 8 gears gets a little bit tricky guesstimating.
Devon sat in P8.
Oh, what gear you should be in. Sorry about that. Made a massive mistake there. Was in second when it should have been in first. There we go, good exit. Right, he's going to go defensive, I'll take the racing light. He's still there, so we'll give him the room. He just nudged us then. Still there. We're not going to chop his wing off like Devon did to us.
Devon is a couple of places up on you.
There we go. So what's that? P10 now. Devon's in P8, I believe. So right. There we go. And look at that gap we pulled on Makino. Right, Russell. I believe that's George Russell up ahead.
Gap to teammate behind is 9.2 seconds.
Oh my life. What am I doing? Right. Right, we've got 3 laps left, so let's try and do these without any flashbacks.
Devon sat in P8.
Had to go all the way down to second gear. Turn 1 of Red Bull Ring always seems to be traditionally a corner I always struggle with in all sorts of sims, be it Project Cars 2, Gran Turismo, Assetto Corsa, or evidently F1. Alright, put ourselves under pressure here. There's a purple first sector as well, which is a bit of a shame. Looks like we've got good pace compared to everybody else.
Devon sat in P8.
Right, so he's not too much further down the road. If we keep on making mistakes like we was earlier, we're not going to catch him, that's for sure. There we go. Right, so what kind of lap time is this? It's a bit off there. Right. Russell's what? 3, 4 seconds ahead.
We're catching the car ahead.
Wow.
But be aware that these tyres need to last till the end of the race.
It's only got 2 laps left. Let's see how warm the tyres are.
Devon is a couple of places up on you.
Plenty of life left in these tyres. I don't think we're going to have enough performance to catch them, but it looks like Russell's in a battle with somebody else, or coming up to a battle with somebody else, so we do catch them. They may be slow, so got to keep the pressure up. Oh,
Devon sat in
getting in there a bit deep. Purple sector in the middle sector there. Right, come on. I think this is the last lap now. Yep.
This is your final lap of the race.
Right.
Russell ahead, he gapped. The car ahead is
2.9 seconds. They look like they're in a big battle, but it looks like
Tyres are 6 laps old. The time last lap was a 1 minute 18.4. We're gaining by about 9/10 a lap. Keep it up. Devon sat in
maybe another
P8.
lap. We could be close. Come on. Going to be there if they do have an instant. Lando Norris wins. Come on. 2 corners, just not going to have enough here.
Devon is a couple of places up on you.
Ah, not quite. Whew. It's good fun.
Well done, good finish. You stepped up and achieved what we asked. Good job.
Achieved what we asked. Okay, apparently 10th is what they asked for.
Carlin have pulled off a sublime performance to secure the top step of the podium today.
And they're celebrating, Carling. So yeah, that's
what
Lando
did you
Norris's
make of
team.
Well, it was a bit of a roller coaster, I think. Absolutely, congratulations are in order here. That was a spectacular race.
That
and
geezer
a
there
fantastic
looks like he's
drive
from
for Harvey.
WTF1.
I think
It might be,
though,
you
at
never
the
know.
end of the race,
It might have
there's going to be
captured
a
him.
lot of eyes on Devon Butler regarding that collision.
Giotto.
He's been very lucky today, in more than one way.
Got race
As
of
we
the
can
day.
see, it's time for the podium, and I can see the Carlin team underneath our commentary box going crazy as their driver
Lando Norris
walks
getting
out.
his trophy.
It was a
We'll
great
skip
win,
that.
and it means a great. And now let's take a look at the driver's
So,
stand. It's a good
yeah, I got
result for
fastest
Devon
lap.
Butler, who moves further
It's a good
ahead
chunk
at the top. the
ahead,
tape.
but then
And
I was
now,
on
Davide
fresher
Valsecchi,
tyres.
Let me ask you, who is your driver of the day?
I think it has to be Maximilian
Oh,
Gunter.
Gunter
He
got
the
driver of the
strategy
day.
spot on
Sod him.
and consistently at the pace
Right.
to come.
Next, see what happens next.
Bad luck out
Oh,
there today.
interview.
Let's talk about it.
Bad luck.
It
Oh
seems
yeah.
to me that collision with Devon clearly cost you a lot of time. Are you disappointed with the final result?
Yeah. The fact that he got away with a 5-second penalty.
So did you ever think you'd get the place back from Devon?
Yeah, you always have to see what happens. Never give up.
I've seen that you and Lucas have been picking up a lot of points recently.
Have we?
What do you think of your championship chances?
I don't get to do the races. Yeah, so reflect the whole entire team.
Great. Well,
Yeah,
that's
saying
everything.
that we're good teammates and we're earning points, but it's skipping so many races. I don't get to see any of this, which is makes it feel like almost like a demo rather than my career. I suppose it's just to get the F2 section out.
Stop. Not now, I'm busy. Hey,
Oh,
What are you doing out there? Seriously,
KFC power.
celebrate my excellent drive.
we saw what you did. It was
So this is my
reckless.
teammates
You
standing
got
up for
black
me.
flagged.
And I wasn't because it was my line. You were in my space. You shouldn't have been. Next time, stay out.
No, you can't just cut across.
And that didn't happen, so what's your problem?
My problem is that your actions out there are too dangerous.
Totally agree.
Contact happens, okay? Took my penalty, but I kept it focused, kept it smooth, and came out on top. That's racing. Every time I make a top
God, this guy's aggressive.
race director, then quit driving and take the job. Until then, I don't owe you anything.
Devin, you don't get it. It's not me you should be apologizing.
I don't need you to speak for me, pal.
Look, you grab your space on the track, and then it's all or nothing. That's just how it goes. And anyway, you still couldn't beat me, even with my penalty. So no hard feelings.
Well, your penalty was less than the penalty that I got for having to change my front wing. And I could see you at the finish. So, jog on, son. Greater number race needs to score more points than him to claim the championship. So, oh right, so this is round 12. So this is the end of it. I mean, now that was quick.
So here we are.
So
in
yes,
Abu
Marina.
Dhabi. Each and every event in the Formula 2 calendar has led us here
Right.
to this, the final
Do we
event
get to
of the
do qualifying?
championship, and one that promises to be a spectacle.
It's weird seeing
every
Yas
bit as
Marina in the
exciting
daytime.
as
Normally
we might be.
used to F1 races being in the
So
night
the
time.
Yas Island circuit offers 21 corners and a lap distance of around
Trying to
3.4
think.
miles.
I only
There are a few
really
opportunities
done
to
Abu
pass with
Dhabi
long
in
straights and
Forza.
DRS zones in two places.
So I haven't
Turns
done
8
much
and
driving around
11.
Abu Dhabi,
Plenty
as
of
we
close
said,
racing then, plenty of speed, and plenty of excitement for the fans, no doubt.
around Yas Marina. It's a track that I like the first section.
Joining me for one last
Not so
time
keen
here
on the
this year is
second,
David
the end
Valsecchi.
section, the very final section. I find a bit clumsy. Got the little F2 cut-ins.
Okay, this is it. Last race of the season. All you have to do is finish in the
Okay.
points ahead of Devon, and the next time we see each other, you'll be the F2 World Champion.
Right,
No pressure
so
then.
I've got to finish
Good
above
luck.
Devon. I don't really want to mess with the setup, just in case I cock it up. So it looks like we've just got where we're starting, P8. Right, okay then. Let's get going. Right, where's Devon? I don't know. Right, let's focus on the start. Not a great start.
Devon's in P4 at the moment.
Oh, no. Gone into it too hot. Right, I'm going to use a flashback there. We'll wait for the car to get going before we jump in it. Oh, there we go. Press the run button. Right, struggling for traction out of there. Don't know who we just went up the inside of. Oh, understeer. Oh, that bump's big. I can see Butler just ahead of us. George Russell, you need to
Devon is a
move
couple of places up on you.
out the way. Oh, send it on Russell there. Wow, rear end got lit up there. Oh, no DRS at the first lap. Right, we need to stay on the back of Butler here. This is for our title.
Butler ahead.
That's where I find us struggling in getting the power down. It looks like the AI can get the power down a lot better than I can. Oh, right. We'll use the flashbacks. I've just taken him out. Right. Try and avoid too many of these flashbacks. Right, so what? This is a 6-lap race. So let's try and keep it clean for the rest of the race. It looks like we do have a minor bit of damage looking at that anyway. Come on. Right, this is now the section that I'm not too keen on.
Right, nice start. Devon is ahead of you.
Wow, car didn't want to stop there. And that's why we've got the racing line on, just so I don't get much time to learn these tracks, so I've got an idea of what to expect. That last corner feels a bit in between gears. Got no push to pass or anything like that. Oof. Big mistake. Lost plenty of time there. But look, when we needed to be on his gearbox really going into this back straight here.
Butler is ahead of you.
Ah, see there, struggled on the throttle. No DRS yet. Right, so next lap we need to be a lot closer. Can't quite see the geezer behind because of the size of the rear wing. There we go, I think it's better to take first gear through the first part of that chicane and second through the second part. Right, struggled coming down to here last time. Be careful. Why? What's he going to do to us? Does my team really think he's going to ram us off the track? Got the car slowed down for that corner this time. This is tight. Very tight. Try not to run it too wide there. Come on, we need to stay on him down into this on the back straight. A little bit too cautious into the first turn.
City cameras in first place. Devon is ahead of you.
There we go. Ooh, I've pushed him. Didn't mean to there. Ooh, it's Devon. Oh man, we've lost out now to Lando Norris. Oh man, we cocked up there. Really lost the rear end. Ah, missed the DRS. Clicked it too early. Right, could do with Lando either moving out of the way or getting on with a pass. Ah! Spun it. Right. Yeah, come on, Lando. Oh, he's actually locked it up into there. Come on. Ah man, he's getting away. This looks like this is our F2 hopes seeping away here.
Devon's in P4 at the moment.
Ah, being too aggressive on the throttle there. Come on. Come on, we can catch them up here. We're fast through this section here. Yeah, use all the track on the exit there. Oh, what? Fuck off. 2-second penalty. That's really hard to guess those curves there. Right. Let's hope that doesn't stick. It's annoying because I actually braked early.
Devon's in P4 at the moment.
Right, down the inside of Norris. It's a bit rude. Bit of a Max Verstappen move there. There we go, we've got DRS. Lando's right on our bumper though. Not quite close enough to Butler. But we've got DRS, so we'll... Right, come on. Come on, come on. Come on. Yes. Let's get to the inside.
Great maneuver. You made it look easy.
There we go. Got the job done. Purple sector there as well. I hit the limiter there in a second. Oh, too wide.
Devon behind.
Right, Devon's behind us now, so what's the gap?
Leading our teammate by 3.0 seconds.
Oh. Using all the track there. That's the problem with these modern tracks. You can literally take liberties like that when you make a small mistake. Got the wrong line into that chicane there. Right, I can't see how close he is behind us.
Butler behind, less than a second separate you. They're on old softs. Their tyres are 4 laps on.
Right, so we've got this lap and one more to do after this.
56.2.
You can see him when we get into a corner like the chicane. You can actually see how close they are behind. Got a bit of courtesy there. We can see Butler there. So it looks like we got a better exit than him out of that corner. That's good. Oh, too deep in there. Come on. Up the gears. Still struggling with that corner there. You can see I'm still running wide as well.
Devon is behind you.
Oh,
This is your final lap.
lost it on the exit of the final lap. Last but one lap. If that had been the final lap, he would have won the title. Oh man, I'm pressing the flashback button.
Let me know you're all right.
Oh, my heart is in my chest, throat there. Right. Let's try and not hit the wall and let's try and get this position back. Right, fast section here over the rise. Go. Oh, he closed us off there. Ah, and we've gone all the way around. Right. Ah, really poor exit there. Right, we're going to have DRS, but that was a really poor exit. You can see, opened up a gap there. Looks like Norris is too far behind us, so we're catching him now. Come on. Poor exit there again. Oh yeah, look at that. Now we're going into the section which I know I'm pouring. Oh, whoa, we've gone in too deep. Wow. Man, I braked early and I still overshot it. I wasn't confident into here and I felt like I braked early. I still overshot it and actually nudged into the rear of his car. I feel like I'm being the driver who's been a bit too rough now. Very rough on the accelerator there I was. Bumped into the rear of his car again. Oh my life. I just need to stop making mistakes here. In fact, let's go back to this section here. Seems like as long as you hit him square on, it doesn't seem to do any damage, even though damage is on full. Right, unless we're going to get him into the final corner. We'll keep it going. Yeah, he's got us. No F2 title for us today.
Well done, good finish. You stepped up and achieved what we asked. Good job.
Well, no F2 title. Second we'll have to do. Man, that was tough. He deserved it at the end of the day. I made the mistake to let him through on the last but one corner. Whew. Feel hot and sweaty now though. Yeah, Devon's a champion. Congratulations. We'll skip that.
That result also seals the Formula 2 World Championship title.
Yeah, just not good enough.
Congratulations to our winner after an incredible season. And so, driver of the...
Don't care about driver of the day. I wanted to win the title. Never mind. Let's go forward.
Good day today. Let's have your take on
Not
it.
good day. I didn't win the title.
So that was a thrilling end to the season. How was the race for you?
Yeah, team did a great job. It's not really the answer I would have given, but
you went into this final race with the championship in your grasp. How are you feeling about being so close but missing out?
yeah, disappointing. But team did everything they could. I let everybody.
We've been hearing rumours of a possible
I don't like to speculate, but I'll take the call. Yeah, if anybody wants to give me a call, give me a call.
Appreciate your time.
So, does that mean that I'm definitely going into F1 next? Because it does feel like a demo, or do we get to do like a full season F2 now? We'll find out.
Devon, much as it hurts, we admit that was a great drive today. Congratulations on the championship as well.
God, look at that smile.
Well, I'm sure you thought you had me for a while, but I guess your luck just didn't hold out.
Oh, God.
Oh, I haven't got long. Could I have a quick word?
Sure.
Okay. You want to talk to me?
Oh, okay. I'll see you later then.
What do you want?
So, I'm sure you've probably already heard, but if you haven't, I'm going to be racing in the F1 Championship next year.
Okay.
Now, I don't know what your plans are, but let me give you some friendly advice. Don't try following me. Well, sure. You might get an offer from one of the smaller teams, probably someone desperate, and then you'll be stuck in P18 all season with car trouble. And you won't ever really be able to challenge me. But you stick it out here for another year, now that I'm gone, you've got a fighting chance of winning next year. And if you can manage that, I'm sure one of the larger teams would love to have you.
Okay.
As a development driver.
Fucking hell.
Oh, look out for yourself.
I don't know if he was being sincere there or not. Seemed to be double-edged.
He does not want to race you. Stay in F2? Ridiculous.
I was listening to the whole thing. Too bad for Devon, though. I'd be shocked if you don't have an F1 contract offer already. And if my deal pans out, man, his head is going to explode.
Okay, so he's going to F1 as well. Interesting. Then open up to your agent. Oh, so she's my agent, not my manager. Has called you into about potential Formula One. So 2 months later. Oh, nice office. 2019 lineup prediction. Multiple F2 drivers to be ruined.
Come on in.
That's like F1 Racing magazine. I remember that magazine
Take
back
a
in the
seat.
day. Used to get it every
It's time
month.
we had the big conversation about your next move.
Okay.
Your performance at the F2 Championships last year got you a lot of attention from the Formula One teams. Some of it more positive than others. I'm not so concerned with who does.
She doesn't
or
look
doesn't
happy,
like you.
like ever.
You'll have plenty of time to win the doubt is over. But
I'd like to see
I
her smile
am
more.
concerned with our choices. They're
Code Masters,
narrowing
if you're
as we
watching,
haven't
make her
shown
smile
commitment to
more.
anyone. As your agent, my advice is to make your decision now. We can worry about comfort and finer points further down the line. I need you to review these. You've earned every single one of these proposals. So take your time, have a read through, and don't get too hung up on specifics.
Okay.
Let's get you a Formula One
Oh,
seat.
there's a Ferrari one there. Does that mean... Okay. So it looks like we've got a choice of everybody. So, Ferrari, expectations to fight for the championship. Makes sense. Mercedes to lead the field. Red Bull compete at the front. Renault develop and compete. It's a bit ambiguous. Toro Rosso control the midfield. Sounds fairly hopeful. McLaren fight for a win. Whew. That's a bit harsh. Force India push for podiums. Ow. That's a bit harsh. Haas, lots of points. Could be possible. Alfa Romeo score regular points. Or Williams be consistent. Okay. Well, that seems like a good place to leave it. This is the first episode. So if you liked it, like it. If you disliked it, dislike it. And let me know in the comments why. Episode 2, we're going to choose a team. So that's going to be good fun. See which way we go. So if you enjoyed this, see you again on the next one. Bye.